Yo guys, we'll be back at the backbenchers. Today we are going to break a bit of a few stories that have been making rounds on the internet, but also around the entertainment. As you know, we are big on the entertainment, on the buzz. First and foremost, we want to try to break down a few things that have been happening the past week. We had the Sumfest festival that happens in JA, that's Jamaica. We had the king. The king was fully crowned by the queen of dancehall. That's Queen Spice crowning the king of dancehall, and that's Vybz Kartel, the teacher, Adija Azim Palmer, Gaza, and I'm sure the Gaza fans are really happy with what happened all over the past weekends. Basically, the king was crowned by the queen because he has maintained the composure, the rhythm, the hits he has dropped back to back when he was still locked up in prison, and when he was freed from prison, he managed to make a lot of appearances at different festivals, different stages all over the world. At the Wireless Festival, we saw him making big moves. So I think he fully deserved it. Well, the biggest highlight for me at the stage, it was the moment where it was like the only king in dancehall, and the rest of the kings when Queen Spice brought in. We only have one king in dancehall, and the other king is a Burger King. That was a bigger highlight for me. I was like, yeah, he threw a shade, and of course, fans on the internet had mixed feelings about what they said, basically attacking the former king of dancehall. That's why they quoted him, and that's King Binman. You know, yeah. So fans had mixed feelings about it. Yeah, but yo, I think Kartel deserves the most because right now he's pushing one of his sons to be a bigger dancehall artist. He has two sons, that's Likkle Vybz and Likkle Addi. I think they're doing big, they're doing great in the movement, so I think he deserves it. So another moment and another highlight for me was Massacre. Yeah, you know Massacre right now is the hot plate, is the hot cake at the dancehall scene. He has dropped a few bangers from last year to this year. He's maintaining the composure on the music chart, basically on dancehall. He has dropped back-to-back hits from the collabo he featured with Senshare, plus the solo projects he has been dropping. So the biggest moment for me was when he brought on Jashi. Jashi is a recording artist, majorly in dancehall as well. So Jashi came on stage, mashed the stage, and of course, he left a mark on the stage whereby fans felt like he dissed the teacher, and that's Vybz Kartel. But after the show, a few lives went on here and there on Instagram. Jashi addressed his side, Massacre addressed his side, because Massacre brought on Jashi to perform. And Massacre, he was formally being represented by the Gaza, you know, he was represented by the Gaza, endorsed by the Gaza. So fans had mixed feelings between the Gaza and the one side, and that is Massacre side. But basically things were sorted and everyone knew their stand. Massacre said he has no bad energy on the Gaza fans and on the Worl Boss, and that's Vybz Kartel. He put out his side. So I think fans just got a bit emotional with this because every stage Massacre has performed that has been calling himself the baddest DJ in dancehall. Baddest DJ. After every performance, I'm the baddest DJ. So I think fans just took it a little bit more emotional because of what Jashi had to say. But yeah, I'm happy. Every side sorted everything. But yo, we get to move on because that's music. It brings people together, and of course. And the next story we have DJ AG. DJ AG is a Jamaican, but basically in the UK. He has been making live streams whereby he brings on different artists all over the world, bigger artists, up and coming artists. So DJ AG has been in Jamaica, his hometown, his home country. He has been trying to do what he has been doing in the UK. So DJ AG brought on Beenie Man. He has been there for 3 or 4 days, if I'm not mistaken. He brought on Beenie Man. Me personally, I like the performance from Ding Dang. Ding Dang is a Jamaican recording artist of dancehall. So basically, I like the performance of Ding Dang, where he brought on the ravers, clavers. They performed, the dances were mad, the energy was crazy. So yeah, I think that was the bigger highlight of for me personally all over the weekend last week. So that was the bigger highlight for me. I like the energy that I was around, and this is one thing artists should embrace. When someone comes through to push your talent, to push the music, to do something basically for the fans and for the community, I think artists should embrace something of pulling up, not waiting on the last day, all a day to the last day to show up in bigger numbers, showing support. Like guys, let's try to be, realistic to the art and to the art industry at large, and for the fans as well. Because the first day, the guy pulls through, less people on the live in the background, but it's his home country. But in the UK, more people, more crowds, around him. Like artists, let's be realistic. Artists, let's keep the energy. Let's support these DJs. Let's support the music producers. Let's put out something for the fans, because the fans are the same people that come out to your concerts to support you genuinely. So when a DJ pulls up to your home country, pull up. Even if you perform like one song or a freestyle, it's going to make a stamp for you and for the fans. The fans will pull up to enjoy, but not waiting on the last day. You come up with crowds, make ruckus at the scene. So it's really not professional. It's really not professional. But I love what DJ Edge is doing. I love what he's doing for the culture, bringing up new artists, new music from the streams, something bigger for the industry. Moving on, we have Shali Poppy. I think now Laho has become an anthem, because now all a series of music, because every artist is trying. After a week, artist A has dropped a Laho verse. After a few weeks, after a few months, artist B has dropped a verse on Laho. So what we have in the kitchen, Rema dropped a verse on Laho. So I don't know which part is it, because Burna Boy was part 2. Then Rema is here. Is it part 3 or part 4? So I don't know if it's a Laho series, but I think personally, Shali Poppy has carried that sound by himself, because I'm not trying to bash everyone who came in for the remix and stuff, but I feel Stoneboy has done more than all these other artists that have come through, because I tried to listen to the snippet from Rema. It was something 50-50, but Stoneboy made a stamp on the remix. So, well, let's wait for the whole song to drop and see. But for now, on what we had from the snippet, I think it's something 50-50, yeah. So for the footballers and for everyone who loves soccer, we have our MBE, Dr. Rashford, had a move to Barcelona. Us as the United fans, we are in mixed feelings. How can you go to Barcelona? We had a few mixed feelings on the internet, majorly X. So fans were sharing different thoughts and ideas of what they believe will come out of Marcus Rashford. Well, they said you cannot be a Man United fan and support Barcelona. So that's where we crossed the line, because other players went on loan at different teams, but no hate watch. But on Marcus Rashford is where the hate watch is coming through, because he's playing on the rival side of Spain, and that's Barcelona. If it was Madrid, well, that would be 100% support, But Barcelona, that's a hate watch. But we hope the best for Marcus Rashford. We hope he shines there. We hope he achieves what he wants to achieve, what he didn't achieve from the Manchester United. Yeah. But for now, we call it a wrap. Till next time, we'll see you on the bench. Don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, and share with us the person you'd like to have on the bench with me next time. Till next time, out. Peace.